Hello! Introducing a new project here. It's my dad's 2010 Toyota Corolla. Still a little sad that he sold the Volvo. That thing was super cool, and I enjoyed trading that back and forth with him over the years. But it's in much better hands now with Jackson. Anyway, he wanted some reliable transportation, so we picked this up pretty cheap from a friend, and I offered to sort of go through it and do the 100,000 mile maintenance. So that's what I'm going to do today, and we'll see how things turn out. Parts here to install my dad's Corolla. So we have a serpentine belt, air filter, spark plugs, oil and oil filter, and then a driver's side mirror to replace the broken one. Only special tool I really needed to order was this oil filter socket. Changing the oil filter, and my god, that thing was on tight. I used a breaker bar, I used a 1/2 inch. Even with the special socket, it was not coming off. I eventually put the special socket on the oil filter housing and used an impact to get it off. Oh my god. Only the finest 0W20 for Project Corolls-Royce from Costco. Next up, we're replacing the serpentine belt, so it's a matter of loosening the tensioner bolt, the lower pivot bolt on the alternator, sliding it forward, and then just swapping the belt out and then doing the reverse. This thing was toast. It is almost completely gone. I'm so shocked it did not break. Alright, the new belt is routed on. I unclipped the AC line here just so I could get a little bit more room to stick my arms down there. Not a ton of space, but the last part is tightening up the tensioner here and then locking down the alternator. Much quieter with the new belt, much quieter. Still got a lot of cleanup to do in the engine bay, but I did, as you saw, vacuum out cowl area, wiped a few things down, just full of leaves and debris, so we got a long way to go at this one. Air filter was not terrible. There's a ton of leaves and stuff in the bottom of the air box, so I'm going to vacuum all that out, and then I will put the new filter in. The light was on for tire pressure, so I checked them, and they were all between 20 and 25 psi, so let's get those back up to the factory specs of 32. Got the trunk open to fill the spare, and hey look, more leaves. Like, my god. I will vacuum that up in a bit, but oh my goodness, more leaves. Alright, vacuuming time and then filling up the spare. Fun one, the license plate bolt snapped off when they were trying to install tags, so I'm going to attempt to get that out and then install a new bolt. Or would you believe that actually worked? So I had to actually hit it with the drill bit first, drill all the way through. Then I hit it with the extractor on reverse on this drill, and it came out after about a minute of trying. So next up, we're going to do some spark plugs. So it looks like we just need to get rid of these bolts and pull out the ignition coils, and then we can change the plugs. The ignition coils look really clean, pretty new, so I think these have been replaced more recently. They're not great, so the new ones are going to be a big improvement, and these were certainly needing to be changed. So, fun fact, the F31 spark plug socket that I bought from FCP Euro works perfectly for the Corolla. None of my other spark plug sockets worked. It needed both the ability to swivel, and this is the perfect size socket for it, so very cool. Alright, spark plugs installed, running really well throughout the rev range, nice and smooth, definitely an improvement over what was happening previously. So, alright, got one of the front wheels off, plenty of pad left, rotors look honestly pretty good, very smooth, no grooves, no lip, tire tread looks good. So I'll check the fluid with one of the little fluid testers, and if that checks out, then we should be good to go. I replaced the broken driver's side mirror. Sort of see it was just flopping around before I drove home, just because I didn't really want that flopping around while I was driving. Immediately got home, ripped off that steering wheel cover. It was super gross underneath, but that cleaned up nicely. So with all of that said, give this thing a good cleaning inside and out. Really should have shot some before video of this interior, but after a couple hours with many microfiber cloths and simple green and other cleaning solutions, this thing is looking presentable. Steering wheel is much cleaner now. It was so gross before. Instrument cluster cleaned, all the doors, door pockets, every little nook and cranny cleaned, door jambs cleaned, door panels cleaned. So, yeah, smells nice in here now. Been a long day. I am exhausted. Probably been working on this thing for 6 hours straight. Went through everything on my checklist that I wanted to go through. Driving in here, it was gross. I still haven't cleaned the exterior, actually. I'm gonna run it through a car wash because I'm just beat. But interior, super nice now. Runs really smoothly. Some stuff was working well before, like the AC and stuff. But this thing should be able to keep charging on for miles to come. Really happy with the way today turned out. Didn't really hit any snags. The ones I did, I was able to overcome. It's kind of like I almost know what I'm doing. So thanks for watching. I know a 2010 Corolla is probably not super exciting, but I enjoyed working on it, and hopefully we'll have more projects like this.